video is going to be the requested video for the skin that I had in the Billy B videos, the complete essentials and contest videos. So I've just started with a fresh base, and all I'm wearing is MAC Satin Taupe eyeshadow on my lid, some number 7 lashes on my, well, you know, falsies, and Shadowy Lady to line. So for the skin, you're going to start with a moist face. You're going to already apply your moisturizer, your anti-shine or your matte or any gel that you need, because this video, well, this skin is a dewy skin, so if you're oily, you need to prep your face. So I'm going to apply the matte gel. This is a little trial size again. You can find all the information on preventing oily skin in that video that I created, the oily skin, acne, something or other. So I'm just applying this. This is going to be that barrier. It's going to prevent as much oil from getting through as possible. So the next big step is going to be to mist the face. So this go around, I'm finishing up my bottle of Scott Barnes Luminizing Mist, which I'm not sure that it's anything different than Fix Plus. I really don't know. I feel like it does just about the same thing. I feel like it's got a little bit more ingredients. It's got a fragrance to it. But it's by Scott Barnes, very talented artist. J-Lo's makeup artist. He's done a ton of people, but okay. So, as you see, my skin is wet. This is a nice mist. I feel like it just, I don't know. I use Fix Plus so often, I don't really reach for my Scott Barnes that much. Okay, so my face is wet. It does have a slight sheen to it, a glow to it. It might give a little bit more of a glow than the MAC Fix Plus, but I still kind of recommend the Fix Plus. It's a little bit easier to find. So, next up, I'm going to use my Makeup Forever High Def. This was the key. Those two components, really. So I think I used 2 squirts. And I'm going to go back to my trusty 109 brush. You haven't seen this in a while. MAC 109 brush. My favorite foundation brush. And I'm going to lightly, ever so lightly, just using the very tip, like with a light touch, work this foundation in. Just like that. And you can already see the glow starting to happen. Now, lighting makes a key. I do have a light shining on me, but you're going to get the same effect. I love this look. I wouldn't wear this necessarily every day. I feel like it's kind of a lot. It's going to give you a, you look like you're wearing foundation. It's a very glam look, though. And I learned from an artist to stop complaining that my brush sheds, because a few of us, you know, have found that with the 109 brush it sheds. And she was like, well, how are you using it? And I said, you know, I'm buffing it. She's like, oh, but you're buffing it probably too hard. She's like, use the very edge in the softest motion, and it's just going to graze the skin and do its job. Sometimes I guess we're using the brushes a little bit harder than what we should be. And it gives you a flawless look. A flawless look, as you see. So that is foundation. Bam. And I used 2 things, so maybe I only needed to use 1. Gorgeous. Okay. So, what did I do next? Because, you know, this is all from memory. And let me wipe this off. Okay. So next up, I'm just going to set my foundation. I'm going to use a little MAC blot powder this go around, because I just want to make sure that I don't get oily. I'm going to use the Billy B brush number 1, the powder brush. Get a little excess. I like the loose blot powder just because I feel like it gives me more coverage. I don't like that pressed business. I just don't feel like it does the trick like this one does. And this has lasted me years. The other one, the first time I got it, lasted me like no time at all. So This is this. Bam, bam. So on to the cheeks. What made a big difference as well was the blush that I used, MAC Azalea. It's a MAC Pro blush. And I loved it because this has a sheen in it. It's a pink blush. It is a color like I've never seen before, and it has like this monochromatic look to it. It automatically has a sheen built into it, so it helps with that look. So I'm going to use Billy B brush number 3, which is the blush brush, and use a little bit of blush at a time because it's a lot of color in here, and just work on the apple and work my way up, as you see. Okay, and again on this apple. And on my lips, I'm just wearing clear lip gloss. So that looks about even, a little bit more. And I just want to make sure they both look the same. So I'm just buffing. Good. And can you see that already? I love this look. This look is very me. I love natural with a kick. That is probably my favorite look. And then to add a bit more sheen, I'm using a sample. Well, no, this came with the MAC like Christmas set last year, Lily White Pigment. So I just used a smidge. You could really stop here if you wanted to, but I'll use just like a little bit. I mean, the slightest little bit. I'm using the Billy B brush number 13. There's barely like anything on my brush right now. And I'm just going to highlight the cheekbone right here. Just like that. Wipe off the excess and blend. And it just adds a bit more sheen to the skin. That's why it's best to use less, because it's going to take me an hour to blend all that out. And you can use any really shimmery powder. I mean, I think I've seen a ton. Every company makes a shimmery loose powder like this. I mean, you don't have to use MAC Lily White. The only reason I'm using Lily White. What is this on my face? Sorry. Oh, it's a piece of brush. It's a brush. Anyway, I used this one because I just happened to find it was one of those random things that's sitting in the corner. You're like, oh, let me try it. And it worked out nicely. So you could have used anything. I always tend to run straight to MAC Golden Bronze Pigment for that. And that is basically the look. It was very quick, very simple. Just buffing and getting it in just like that. And then to boost it up a bit, I'm just going to use my Feline Eye Kohl, the blackest eye pencil ever, and fill in the waterline to add a bit more depth. And that was it. Quick, easy, perfect, blah, blah, blah. So hope that you enjoyed it, and that's it. Today's October the 6th, and it's a week before the Artist Summit. I hope to see you all there in New York. Have a great evening. Practice. Try it. Make it work. Hope you have entered the Billy B contest, if it's not over already by the time you're watching the video. Good luck, and see you soon. Feel free to comment, leave questions, and I'd love to get back to you. See you soon. Bye.